Hey. Yo, what is up, everybody? Your boy E-Man from the Average Joe Sports Talk podcast coming at you with my weekly The Midtown-Brigade, my fantasy football league, the greatest fantasy football league in the planet, weekly recap. As you all know, every season I started doing this just to give my league mates a league that I've been playing on with friends and family who's been around for like 17 years. I took a break, but I came back. I like to get the weekly recap, which is really fun. We all been playing for a while, and how as anything else, man. Everybody that got into this whole fantasy football deal was because of a friend or a family, man. We have a lot of fun. $1,200 price, first place, $25 weekly high score, 150 for the division winner. All right, and we got 400 for second place, $200 for third, and we're a bunch of dogs, man. And week two was no surprise. Another battle. Let's get jumping to it this week. All right, let me just go up in here and let me start sharing my screen. Let's start with my team. Garbage Man is back. That's my squad. All right, let me go back to week two because it's already set up for week three. And of course, I had the pleasure of playing my cousin Maximus, man, and it was a close game. Close game. I know my boy Maximus was sweating his balls off and his little pucker, his ass was puckered up. Little ass was kind of puckered up, man, because he was up by 32 going in Monday night. All right. I had myself Jamal Williams on Monday Night Football and a George Pickens. My man Trevor Lawrence dropped the ball big time, messed me up. I did not have Aaron Jones. It was hurt. I kind of thought I dropped the ball because Jordan Addison dropped 19 points on Thursday night, and I was worried how this game with the Steelers started with Pickens, but he did good, man. He dropped 26 points, got me close to the promised land. Jamal Williams left the game hurt, only was able to muster through a half, 3 points. Man, it was so close. My boy Maximus was like sweating to the last minute. He probably took a bunch of two different dumps and went to the bathroom a couple of times because he did not want to watch this game. For Maximus, the game for him was Bijan Robinson had 22 points. That was his leading scorer. Look, on Thursday, A.J. Brown did not show up. And of course, also I believe he also had the Eagles defense, which gave him 10 points. So I kind of started off pretty good, man. But in my book, what messed me up here was the fact that Trevor Lawrence took a dump this week against the Kansas City Chiefs and, of course, the Broncos, man, allowing the Commanders for that huge victory. I just needed a couple of sacks, man. Almost pulled it off. Almost was a last-minute Monday night miracle, but that wasn't the case. All right, team bringing a new era. Wow. Talk about a freaking slobber knocker, bro. These two guys were putting up more points, were scoring more than Will Chamberlain at a swingers party. I mean, ridiculous. All right. This is freaking ridiculous. Man, the comments are already coming in. Let's see what we got real quick here. Oh, Jordan Addis is a stud. My boy Grey Goose, Jason Kim, he's on fire. Yeah, he is a stud, man. Hey, he's up in the block, man. Goose, hit me up. Hit me up. Also, I got my man Jim Plotner from from my boy Fan in the Van. We do a show together, Cigars and Sports. Watch it this Friday. I know, man. That happens, Jim. Fantasy does suck every once in a while, bro. And you know what? That's why we're not GMs in this in the real world. Anyway, let's get back to this. This game was like high octane. Defending champ Bring It redeemed himself from having a real bad opening season to drop 28 freaking points. Started off with a bang. All right. I mean, look at the points. Kirk Cousin on Thursday night had 44 points. And of course, he also had, I think that's all he had. He had 44 points on Thursday. That's how it started. That's how bad it was. All right. It was insane. Saquon, 27 points. Didn't need Najee on Monday night at all. Garrett Wilson, 19 points. Keenan Allen, 32. Mike Evans, 30. The Steelers freaking defense, 20 freaking 7 points. This dude he was just backslapping. A really good effort by New Era, but when you scored 143 points, New Era would have beaten, let me see, everybody else in the league except for Team Bring It. All right, he had 143 points. That was the second highest amount of points in the league, and the man goes home with an L. Danny Dimes, huge game, 38 points. Pollard, solid as always. He started Swift, DeAndre Swift, who dropped 28. Again, look, he didn't have a great game. He had a good game. I mean, the Giants disappointed him like everybody else, -2, but it doesn't matter. He could have had the top quarterback. He had the second best quarterback that league because Danny Dimes was quarterback number 2 after Kirk Cousins. Those are the two top quarterbacks. They went head to head, but 202. Team Bring It brought it and then some. All right. I mean, man. He slapped New Era around like he was a little schoolgirl. And what's sad is that it was the largest margin of victory as well for the week. Unreal. The guy that scores the second most points also get his ass kicked the worst out of anybody in the league. Man, fantasy football is something else, huh, guys? Unreal. Unreal. Let's go back. Let's go to the next freaking matchup. Goose is loose against Galamad on Wednesday. Galamad on Wednesday, man, feeling the pain from Joey Buckets. Got him 21 points. This calf injury is going to linger. If you all watched my recap yesterday with Cricket. But he did have a really good game from Rashad White, redeeming himself. 6 points over projection. Man, Kyron Williams, great pickup by by Galamad. 28 points. CeeDee Lamb studded out. Calvin Ridley had a really off game, but after that, he really didn't need him. He beat Grey Goose by 11. Again, Goose had a great game from Patrick Mahomes, James Cook. Montgomery left the game hurt, and he's going to have to replace. I think Montgomery's going to be out for a few weeks. We don't know yet. Zay Jones with the freaking goose egg, man. Wow, that was just sad. Zay Jones fucked him up. Really fucked him up. Reason of the game. Let's look at the bench, man. He didn't have, he had some people. He had Raheem Mostert, who had the best game of the season so far against a really good freaking New England defense, man. And I would have probably would not with the type of running backs he has, I probably would have left him on the bench as well. I mean, he started a New England Patriot and Kendrick Bourne, who balled out, right? Who in his first game of the season, but that completely backfired, man. He swapped players from one opposing team to the other. It is what it is. Goose, it's early, man. Stay up there. Don't jump off the ledge, Goose, okay? Do not jump off the ledge. It's early on. We're only 0-2. Anyways, Galamad on Wednesday had himself a game. Like I said, it was all top up, man. CeeDee, Kyron, great pickup, by the way, and Rashad White were his studs. Moving on to the Mad Beast and Team Broadway. A lot of 1-1 teams, man. There's a lot of 1-0 teams that won, 0-1 teams that won. So there's a lot of 1-1 leagues, and we'll hit the standings as well. The Mad Beast against Team Broadway. Listen, Team Broadway got himself in a predicament right now with Deshaun Watson. My boy, Deshaun Watson, Jurgen's cream boy. Travis ATM, along with Trevor Lawrence, was in my squad. Shit the bet this week. That Kansas City game really messed a lot of people up. Only bright spot was Justin Jefferson, who's a bright spot every week. I mean, come on, look at this. 3 points over projection. He was projected to score 22. And Mark Andrews coming back. Mark Andrews coming back, starting him, getting his footwork, doing his thing. He actually picked up this week Jerome Ford. So, I mean, look, Team Broadway has some stuff cooking over here, but it wasn't enough to get the Mad Beast, the two-time second place winner. All right, back-to-back second place winner. The man that just gets high enough but can never reach a mountaintop. But don't worry, Carlitos, you're going to get it one day or the other. Shout out. Happy belated birthday, buddy. Josh Allen redeemed himself with 32 points. All right, Breece Hall went home and decided to take a shit in the bed. Look at this. Wow, 0.9. And regardless of the fact, he still won by double digits. All right, 12 points. Low-scoring game. I would have beat him this week, even though I lost. But Devontae Smith, man, he's been the stud for the wide receivers in Philadelphia, and gave him a nice 27 point right there. Put a 27 spot, 12 points over the projection. So the Mad Beast is on fire. Brother, come on, man. September is suicide prevention month, Goose. Come on, man. Come on. Seek some help, bro. You still got it. Don't do this. Don't do this, Goose. Coming back again, 107 to 119. And actually, that 107 number is the lowest scoring of the week. You know, so for that reason, my guy is probably going to get the award for being the lowest scorer of the week. So he's therefore the loser of the week.
Loser. Le who? The her.
That's how we do here in the Midtown-Brigade Fantasy Football League, baby, the greatest football league in the world. All right, guys. So here we go. Going back to this. What do we got here? Oh, I got to hit the comments again. Let me hit the comment section before we move on to the next one. The Cowboys D, what the fuck? There should only be a max on defense. That's true. That's true. I mean, the Cowboys defense has been their offense for the entire season. And they've been like top scoring fantasy defense, probably one of the top scoring fantasy defense I've ever seen in a while. That's just pretty wild, man. We'll definitely we'll leave that comment out there. That's a really good comment, man. Goose being active today, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Matt Beast, convincingly a convincing win. Big Dog Moon, aka waiver wire dud slash aka I don't use the waiver wire. Back to the future. By the way, I am sorry, Team Broadway. You are not the loser of the week. The loser of the week is this guy right here, Big Dog Moon, with 100 points. I apologize. I take that back. You know what? We got to play the damn video because, yo, Big Moon Dog, you are the loser of the week.
Loser. Le who? The her.
I mean, for that reason alone, you get 2 videos for being the shittiest player in the league this week by only mustering 100 points. It is what it is. It is what it is. We gotta make it up, man. Because we're all fair about here on the Average Joe Sports Talk podcast, and of course in the Midtown Brigade. Let's get back to this matchup. It was like toilet water. I mean, you got 132 to 100. If we focus on his team first, there's only one thing you need to focus on is Jalen Hurts. That's it. Had a great game, over projection. That's it. Kenneth Walker, another bright spot. Then after that, it was toilet water. The Jets backfired on him against the Dallas Cowboys, man. 7.1 points projected, 0 points. It was pretty bad. Let's see what he had on the bench. Nothing. Yeah, Dak Prescott, man. He actually benched Dak for Jalen, which that's a great thing to do. Jalen should be starting, but 26, man. Dak in the block. Dak is whack, just like crack. All right, South Florida Spanish Ninja bounced back from losing last week. I believe, I think, no, he's 2-0. He's actually 2-0, but Justin Herbert has had really back-to-back starting games. Forget about the regular season. He's sucking ass. His team is 0-2 in reality, but he's been one of the best fantasy football quarterbacks right now. 30 points. His running backs really struggling with running backs right here, but Travis Kelce came back for him. It was number 1 pick, had 12 points. Tyler Lockett, this is what he does, man. He just always goes. He has those bad games and then comes back and has monster game with 2 touchdowns. Chris Olave did not find the end zone, but 14 points. He has a really good team, man. He's deep and he has a really good team. Terry McLaurin on the bench with 16. Look, it was just one of those things that we knew Big Moon Dog was going to suck a lot. And South Florida Spanish Ninja was probably going to be in the mix. And, South Florida Spanish Ninja had the 4th most point in the league this week. Final and last, but not least, New York City Rico and Bishes. Rico last week laid a smackdown on Team Bring It. You know what I'm saying? Taking the defending champ down in this first game. However, hey, look, Team Bring It, I think, took it personal because, he dropped 202 points this week. Guys, 202 points in a 1-quarterback league, a non-super flex. It's a lot of freaking points. Anyway, 138 Vicious. This is the battle of the cuz. They're both cousins. They're both cousins. All right, both right here. The Battle of Brooklyn right here. I keep forgetting if one lives in Queens and the other lives in Brooklyn. I don't even know, but I know these 2 dudes are from New York. Shout out to BK. 138 to 121. The Battle of the Cousins. Lamar Jackson, great game, 29 points. Joe Mixon, little by little, is kind of getting to that Joe Mixon form. Damian Pierce still sucking a big wing. Look, Pittman back-to-back weeks with over 10 points. But now TJ Hawkinson had a huge Thursday night game, 25 points. He started off with the right foot. Christian McCaffrey, what can you say, man? He's been scoring both weeks, start of the season, unconsciously. Look at the bench, man. Zach Moss, 20 points. Freaking 18 points by Drake London. All right, Drizzy Drake. 100 by 121 by Rico. Tua Tonga by Law. Dude, that's what Tua's gonna. He didn't have his Tua light game because it was New England. But Jacobs is starting out slow. Great game by Connor. Tariq Hill, of course. How Tua goes is Tariq is going to go. Last week, he scored the most points because he had that crazy Tua Tagovailoa and Tariq Hill game. Remember what I said, man? You live by Tua and Tariq. There's weeks you're going to score the most points, and there's weeks you're probably going to lose some games. T. Higgins had himself a resurgence of not being targeted at all in game one, the first game of the week, and having 0 points. So, hey, pretty much the bottom line here is that, what got him going here was T. Higgins was the main man, and he had some pretty good consistency from some of his other players. Odell Beckham, he could go suck ass. I hate Odell Beckham. Gabe Davis, 21 on the bench. He has some talent, man. I mean, he has some good depth here, man. Jaden Reed, who surprising this year, he's been doing a great job in the absence of Mr. Christian Watson. So, hey, shout out to Vicious and Rico, man. They had a good matchup, but Vicious was way a little bit too much for Rico to handle. Older cousin beats younger cousin. Let's take a look at the standings, all right? Let's take a look at the standings, boys and girls, all right, and children of all ages. Right now, the Uptown Division, Team Bring It, is leading that. Everybody is 1-1. 1-1 in this division. Wow. I told you it was a lot of teams that were 0-1 when 1-1, and a lot of teams that were 1-0 when 1-1, like myself. So there's a lot of 1-1 teams, and what can this all tell us for the season? Jack shit. It's only game 2. It's only week 2. Power rankings. There we go, baby. Let's look at the power rankings right now. I'm ranked number 5th. Garbage Man is back. Rico is number 4. All right, we have New Era at number 3. Team Bring It at number 2. And South Florida Spanish Ninja is at number 1. Right now, Team Broadway and myself will make the playoffs if the season would be over today, which it's not. It's going to be a while. Woo! And let's get back to the comment section right here. Look at this. Oh, wow. So let's go back to the comments. We got a surprise visit from, Team Bring It. Need more Bring It analysis. Look, see that right there, man. Need more Team Bring It analysis. Hey, man, listen, I gave you a lot of props today, bro, because you just put up, you were lighting the score up like a fucking Christmas tree. All right, so he had himself a game. Here you go. Oh, Goose is still firing back. Bring it, lucky motherfucker. Laugh out loud. Hey, man, listen, man, this is not a PG-13 show. It's rated R. But yeah, man, look, Team Bring It did his thing. He did his freaking thing, man. You got to give props. Or this guy's a 5-time defending champ, right? You know what I'm saying? He has the most championships in this league, and I think I'm number 2 with 2. So therefore, I'm the second greatest, fantasy football player in this league. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. Oh boy, so before I pack it up, let's go back and let's take a look at this week's matchup. Let's take a look at this week's matchups real quick, rapid fire style. And right now, I'm still waiting to pick up a defense. So I'm playing Big Moon Dog, and I am expecting a complete ass whooping on his ass. All right, I'm expecting some ass whooping and get back to 2-1. South Florida and Great Goose, man, we going from one extreme to the other. 2-0 against 0-2. Currently projections, and it's early in the week, so these guys haven't made all their moves yet. They're probably picking up some more people. You know how it is. But right now, South Florida Spanish Ninja projected to beat Goose by 2. But again, like I always say when it comes to fantasy football, projections don't mean shit. Maximus against Galamad on Wednesday, baby. He's definitely going to have some He better have some Galamad on Wednesday because he's going to be tight. Maximus barely squeaked out of his ass a big victory against me. But guess what, man? Better be lucky than good. He's 1-1. It's going to be a pretty evenly matchup. Justin Fields did say on a side note that he's going back to the way he knows how to play football because he feels like he's chained with this new system. I hate to break it to you, Justin Fields. You suck as a passer. New Era against Team Broadway, man. New Era, man, the second highest scoring team in the league, doing his thing. This is Baby Boy against Big Daddy. All right, so this is Team Broadway is the dad of New Era. New Era is his youngest. I think Dad needs to show and keep that pimp hand strong and show that kid a little bit of respect because his son right now is balling. All right, it's balling. I think the kid is ready to take that next step. But hey, it's going to be a nice matchup. Hopefully Richardson gets to play and he's out of concussion protocol. The Mad Beast against New York City Rico. Look, Rico looks poised to bust some ass right here based on the projections. Again, projections don't mean shit. But man, New York City Rico looks stacked right now, ready to go. Ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Vicious and the five-time defending champ team Bring It. Looks like it's going to be a nice, entertaining game. Both teams are really good. I am expecting fireworks from this matchup. So that's right now what we're looking at for next week. You know, it was pretty good out there. So let's go back to the comment section. Look at this. Bring It so lucky he shits money. That's true. And gold. I mean, the dude has had like gold chains, man, since I've known him. Since like 1992. What do we got over here? We got, what about Wilson? You know what? Let me cover this. Thanks, Goose. What about the crazy trade? Let's go back to this trade. We had a trade happened already. Week 2, crazy ass trade. Let me react to this before we leave. Let me go over here real quick and go to the transaction counter. No, this is not it. I should have had this prepared. Thank you, Goose. We got to go to the roster moves, recent activity. Let's take a look at this trade that materialized on Monday night. All right, this is exactly transactions. Let's do traded. Let's take a look. Look at this trade, man. Look at this trade between New Era. All right, it was New Era and who was the other person? New Era and the Mad Beast. So, the Mad Beast traded Josh Allen, traded Deion Jackson, if I'm reading this right. Oh, this is accepted. But we have another one pending right now. What the hell is going on here? We have another one pending. So we got Josh Allen, Deion Jackson, Ezekiel Elliott for Brandon Ayuk, DeAndre Smith, and Geno Smith. This processed already. And this is what happened right here. They're both. This is the trade that was accepted right here. So he trades Josh Allen, Deion Jackson, and Zeke for Brandon Ayuk, DeAndre Smith, and Geno Smith. Big first bomb drop trade wise of the year. New Era does not waste time in freaking trading individuals, man. That's one thing about that dude. He keeps it 100% G. Anyway, that's all I have. This week's Midtown-Brigade Fantasy Football League Fantasy Weekly Recap. Matchups recap. Appreciate everybody that tuned in. Thank you, fellas, for jumping in the comments, bro. Entertaining. And hold on, we got one more trade here by an outsider. I'm trading my Achilles to the Jets so Rodgers can win a fantasy. Hey, that's well said there, Jim. Well said there, Jim. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely great job. I know you're having a hard time dealing with with all the Browns fans this morning in your comments. And one last comment. Listen, I cannot leave people popping comments. Great producing of your show by Goose. Goose is the silent producer right here, man. I'm gonna give him access to all the shows. He is a must moving forward. And every time we do this, man, that's why I text everybody early. And shout out for you, Team Bring It, to actually being up this late to catch us up because I know you got to be at work like around 1 o'clock in the morning. That's all I got, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy E-Man from the Midtown-Brigade Fantasy Football League signing out until next week. Yo, go get that paper. Make sure you get those ads. Claim the waiver wire. Don't be stupid. Be a G. Signing out. And I have so many things open right now that I have to click this thing. All right, signing out. Peace. Yo!